What I would like to talk about today is why and how to get MWBE certification with New York State. The most important reason to become certified is to be included in the New York State Certification MWBE directory. You can find the link to the directory here on this website by going to the top of the web page and clicking on the link that says MWBE directory. This directory has an easy-to-use interface and can be accessed 24 hours a day by state agencies and authorities and prime contractors who seek to utilize MWBE firms. If you need help searching this directory, there is a short video outlining how to use the directory here on this website. You can also find written directions outlining the search process. This website is updated every couple of weeks. You will notice there is a second website listed on the page, which is all numbers. This website is updated daily and will more immediately reflect changes made to your business profile. However, I recommend utilizing the new search directory. It has a more user-friendly interface. New York State certification is good for 3 years, and firms will need to be recertified after 3 years. Minority or women-owned business enterprise must successfully demonstrate the following items to be eligible for certification with New York State. The firm must be at least 51% owned, operated, and controlled by the minority members and/or women. The minority and/or women owners must present ownership that is real, substantial, and continuing. The minority and/or women ownership has and exercises the authority to independently control the day-to-day business operation decisions. The business enterprise must demonstrate that it is an independent, continuing entity which has been actively seeking contracts or orders and regularly and actively performing business activities. Generally, the business must be in operation for at least 1 year. The definition of a minority-owned business enterprise under Article 15A of the Executive Law, an MBE is a business enterprise which is at least 51% owned, operated, and controlled by citizens or permanent resident aliens who are meeting the ethnicity definitions you see listed. These definitions are not policy and cannot be changed by the agency. They require changes to legislation. This is the definition of a woman-owned business under Article 15A of the Executive Law. A WBE is a business enterprise which is at least 51% owned, operated, and controlled by U.S. citizens or permanent resident aliens who are women. Here is how the certification process works. First, you must remember to complete, sign, notarize your application before submitting it to us. Don't forget to include all the supporting documents which are listed toward the back of the application. We will conduct a cursory review for completeness. The application will then be forwarded to an analyst for review. We may then ask for clarification or for additional information. Once the review is complete, an interview is conducted by a member of our certification staff at your place of business or by phone for out-of-state firms. A determination is then made to certify as an MBE, a WBE, or an MWBE, or to deny certification to your firm. Your firm is notified of the decision, certified or denied. Of course, if your firm is denied, you are afforded the opportunity to appeal the decision to an administrative law judge. If your application is rejected, it generally means we are unable to process your application because of missing information. For all out-of-state firms, remember, you must have authority to do business in New York State prior to seeking MWBE certification. This can be obtained from New York State Department of State Division of Corporations. Visit dos.state.ny.us. To become MWBE certified, here is what you need to do. Complete, sign, notarize, and return the completed certification application. Remember to include all the required supporting documents. Save a copy of the package for your records. Please mail the completed package to either of the addresses listed here or on the cover of your application. You can download the standard application for MWBE certification from this website and fill out the PDF version of the application, print it out, and mail it. In addition to standard certification, we also have certification partners. The first partner is New York City Small Business Services. If your firm is New York State based and you are currently certified by New York City Small Business Services, your application to New York State can be expedited, and vice versa. In addition, less supporting documents are required. Please follow the directions on the cover of the Fast Track application. Please remember to sign and notarize the documents, and as always, save copies for your records. This application can be found on our website. If you have difficulty downloading the application, contact us at 212-803-2414 or call 518-292-5250 to request a New York City Fast Track application. With New York City, this process works in both directions. If you are certified by New York State and wish to become certified by New York City, we can provide you with a short form to be completed to apply for certification with New York City. If your firm is New York State based and you are currently certified by the New York and New Jersey Minority Supplier Development Council or the Women's President's Educational Organization or the Upstate New York Minority Supplier Development Council, your application to New York State can be expedited. In addition, less supporting documents are required. Please follow the directions on the cover of the Fast Track application and remember to sign and notarize the documents, and as always, save a copy for your records. This application can also be found on our website. If you have any questions regarding the Fast Track application, please call us at 212-803-2414 or call 518-292-5250. So to recap, the list you see here is our MWBE certification partners. If your firm is New York State based and you are currently certified by New York City Small Business Services or the New York and New Jersey Minority Supplier Development Council, the Women's President's Educational Organization, or the Upstate New York Minority Supplier Development Council, you can apply for New York State MWBE certification with a Fast Track application. This application can be found on our website. If you have any questions regarding the Fast Track application, call us at 212-803-2414 or 518-292-5250. You will need to provide us the Fast Track application, signed and notarized, a copy of your letter showing you are currently certified, a copy of the application you submitted to any of our certification partners without the supporting documents. Please follow the directions on the cover of the Fast Track application, and remember to sign and notarize the documents, and as always, save copies for your records. Please note, we may request additional documentation, and we will be conducting a site visit to complete our review process. All out-of-state firms will need to fill out a standard application. Our program has one more application option I would like to outline. If your firm is a minority or a woman-owned business, as outlined earlier, and your firm is certified as a DBE, or Disadvantaged Business Enterprise, with any of the following entities: the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, the Metropolitan Transportation Authority, Niagara Frontier Transportation Authority, or New York State Department of Transportation, we have a different Fast Track application process for your firm. Keep in mind, like the others, you will need to provide a few items for us to process your application. You will need to complete the DBE US SBA 8A Business Development Program supplemental application. You will of course need to sign and notarize it. You will also need to provide a signed release authorizing the entity that certified your firm to share information with us, including the agency's site visit report. You will need to provide proof of minority status for MBE firms as described in the definition of MBE outlined earlier. This can include a copy of a passport, birth certificate, or any other official document. For women-owned businesses, you will need to provide proof of gender. Again, this can be a copy of a passport, a birth certificate, or any other official document. Keep in mind, all MWBE firms must provide proof of United States citizenship or permanent alien resident status in order to be able to apply for MWBE certification. As outlined earlier, non-New York State-based firms must submit a copy of their certificate of authority to do business in New York State from the Department of State. Don't forget to include the letter that shows your firm is currently certified with any of the above-mentioned DBE certification partners. You can submit any of these applications outlined here to either of the addresses listed. This concludes the certification guide. Remember, the applications are located on the website. There are written instructions included with each application. If you need additional assistance, feel free to contact us with any questions. Downstate firms can call 212-803-2414. Upstate firms can call 518-292-5250. Out-of-state firms can call either number. Thank you.